I actually had a guy take my class and he learned calligraphy so he could write love letters to his girlfriend, which I just thought was like the most endearing thing I'd ever heard in the entire world. It just makes my heart happy.
Tell me all about your foreign wars. Tell me all about your foreign wars. And all about the photographs that line you draw. Tell me all about.
Welcome back! So I had like 4 or 5 different live workshops scheduled for the next month and a half or so. If you don't know, I teach live calligraphy workshops in Iowa, and they've all been canceled or postponed, which is such a bummer, but it gave me such a wonderful idea, and I can't believe I didn't think to start doing this sooner. But what I was able to do for one of the classes where people had already signed up is I am turning the class into like a virtual Zoom workshop, so I can teach sort of face-to-face, but from a safe distance. I was just so bummed that I had all of these like really fun workshops planned for everyone, and now we can't do that. But for any of you guys who have been watching my videos and maybe you have seen that I teach calligraphy classes, maybe you've been wanting to take a calligraphy class and you're probably maybe stuck at home now for a little while, I'm going to start offering virtual workshops. Yay! Below this video in the description box, I will have all of the information for everything I've talked about. I haven't written it yet, but I have faith in myself that I will do it and put it down below after I film this. Okay, I want to walk you guys through the 3 different class options that I am offering as of this week. The first one I like to call the Any Pen Calligraphy class, because this is a class you can take without any specific materials, without any prior experience. You don't have to go out to the store and buy anything. You can literally use any pen that you already have sitting in your house right now. Like you probably have that old janky pen in your desk that you never touched. You could even use that pen for this class. For this workshop, I will be teaching a style of lettering called Faux Calligraphy, and it basically allows you to make beautiful calligraphed works of art without needing an actual calligraphy pen, so you don't have to learn how to do the different pressures with the pen. If that's something that makes you nervous, this class might be a good fit for you. This class is much easier for beginners and also for younger people, so this class would be okay for kids to take. So if you want to take it with your daughter or with your mom, this would be sort of a really fun bonding exercise where you guys are stuck inside together. I feel like most people would be so surprised what they can actually create with what they already have sitting around their house. Like everyone thinks they have to go out to the store and buy all these fancy art supplies, and I totally get sucked into this myself, where I just feel like in order to step up my art, I need to go buy something new. I need to order something online. And that's really not the case. You can teach yourself new skills using the stuff you already have. I really want to prove to people that you already have everything you need physically. You just need to flip that little switch in your brain that tells you that, hey, I'm going to work with what I already have and try to create something new with it. And because I don't have to ship you anything physically for this class, it also makes it a lot more of an affordable option, which is really awesome. Option number 2 is going to be a brush calligraphy class for beginners. This is my most popular class. I've taught this so many times, and what I love about this class is people can come in not really knowing anything about calligraphy, and they will leave understanding how to work with a brush pen. They will understand how to create letter forms. The foundation of this class is really built upon a set of 9 different basic strokes. And when you put those strokes together, it's sort of like the formula, and you're able to create letters that look very uniform and beautiful and consistent. For this class, I use a physical workbook. So this class is only going to be available for people who live in the United States, unfortunately. I have this nifty little workbook that I created for you guys, and we go through each page together and I show you how to do all of the different movements. I also provide you guys with the pen that I think is the best for beginner learning of brush calligraphy. So the way that class will work is you sign up, and then I will ship you your package in the mail right to your door, and then we will all get together online one night and letter as a little calligraphy family. And I really like doing live classes because it means you guys can ask me questions if you're struggling with something specific specific, I can walk you through how to fix it. Everyone learns things just a little bit differently, so every time I teach the class, I get a little bit better at teaching it because people ask me questions and I'm like, okay, I can address that the next time I walk through this, because the way I understand things isn't the way that everyone does, so it's really cool to see how different people pick things up. All right, number 3. I am so excited to be offering a intermediate brush calligraphy course. This workshop is really only going to be for people who have a little bit of previous experience with learning calligraphy. Maybe you've played around with brush pens and you've been doing mostly the lowercase alphabet. Maybe you've dabbled in some of those YouTube videos, mine or otherwise, and you have a familiarity with brush calligraphy, but you really want to like take it to that next level. This class, I'm going to go over how to do all of the capital letters. I'm going to teach you guys how to do bounce calligraphy. I'm going to show you how to use drop shadows and color to add depth and dimension to your lettering artwork. And I'm also going to go over flourishing, which is the most challenging and most fun part of calligraphy in my opinion. Flourishing is all those really cool loop-to-loop lines that sort of frame in a piece and just make it like extra unique. Maybe you also have been doing calligraphy just as a hobby and you're kind of ready to take it to maybe doing signs for weddings. Maybe you want to hand letter your own wedding invitations. So I really want to help you refine your art and answer all of those questions that you have along the way as you continue improving and going along your calligraphy journey. Together, I think we can all make this world a very beautiful place. And it all starts with having beautiful penmanship. All right, I think that's all I've got for you guys today. I'm really excited to have some of you joining my community for the very first time, whether you're just watching this and you've never met me before, or maybe you've been watching my videos for a little while and you want to get to know other people who are also interested in lettering. The lettering community on social media is vast, deep, and very intense, so I hope to be able to bring a bit more of a personal feel to it. For those of you who are very excited to jump in but are just a little bit intimidated, because I definitely was when I first started learning lettering, there's a lot to learn and I can't wait for you guys to jump into it with me. I've been teaching live workshops now for almost a year, and that has helped me so much with teaching, because when people ask me questions, I can go back and add those things to the curriculum and I can anticipate questions and concerns that people are going to have when they take someone's doing something next door, when they take my classes, and when they are learning brush calligraphy. Number one concern that people have when they are signing up for my class is, wait, Lauren, I don't know what a brush pen is or how to hold it or anything like that. That's totally fine. You don't need to have any prior knowledge of the tools or even what the art form is. My neighbors can definitely hear everything I'm saying right now. I get so camera shy sometimes, guys. Why am I like so shy about having like one person across the hall hear me, but I don't care about like an audience of 90,000 people hearing me? I don't know. What's wrong with me? Oh yeah, another thing I get all the time from people when I tell them I teach brush calligraphy, they're like, oh my gosh, I could never do that. I don't have the patience. My handwriting is so bad. Now, on the first note, I would say calligraphy does take patience. It does take a long time to master it. It does not take a long time to get started though. What I think is so cool about brush calligraphy, and what I've noticed when I'm teaching my workshops, is that people can actually make a lot of progress in a really short period of time. After one workshop of sitting down and actually holding the pen and having me teach you how to work with it, I've seen people make leaps and bounds of progress. I'm not even kidding you. People are always so surprised. When they first start, they're really hesitant, but as we start going along, I usually teach for like an hour and a half or 2 hours, and people make so much progress in that time and they come away feeling so much more confident. I've had women meet each other during my workshops and they'll talk to each other and become friends, which is so cute. It's easy to bond over something when, you know, everyone who's taking the class has never done it before. So it's not like you're coming into a situation where everyone else knows what they're doing and you don't. And I'm there to share everything that I know with you. I'm there to answer all of your questions. I think during a time like this, it's so important to be able to come together and work on something with other people without even physically being close to them, but just like sort of working towards a central goal. Alright, thank you guys for watching this video. I can't wait to meet you guys in one of my live Zoom workshops, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye, stay safe, love you.
Tell me all about your foreign wars. Tell me all about your foreign wars. And all about the photographs that line you draw.